Good morning. So again, we are starting today after seeing a good cut in the markets. But yesterday, actually, the cut was all about Reliance Industries and ITC together both. And if ITC was down 13%, Reliance was down only 2%. But if I combine the two, the Sensex actually contribution was around 400 points. Remove the two, and again you would have actually seen Sensex and Nifty both ending in positive. So such actually was the significance of the negative reaction on both the stocks. So now, having said that, now what does the F1 data tell us? The F1 data tells us that there is no major selling by FIs. Now, what on the calls and puts? On the put side, actually, we are seeing there was actually a lot of unwinding being seen across the ports by the retail traders. By the FIs, again, there was actually increase in the put writing, and also basically additional long puts were being seen. There was no major action on the calls, and that tells me the fact that actually FIs are trying to hedge their positions because the index futures actually remain the same. The positions remain the same, around 67% as long index futures. So two conclusive lines from here. Basically, no nervous selling by FIs, no major selling by FIs on the index side. On the option side, again, what we are trying to see is some sort of put protection around 9800. So 9800 should actually provide good protection, good flow in the near term to the markets. And if we are able to take out that level, then perhaps we are going to drift straight to 9650, 9700. But I would think that for now, 9800 actually should provide good support. Now on the upside, basically 9950 is going to be a good resistance psychologically. That band of 9950 and 10,000, that's going to prove a very good resistance. Now the next point is, which actually I said in the last two sessions, is that we actually are now bracing ourselves for a big swing of 400 points on Nifty. When is going to that happen? Then the question would be over the next few sessions. And why I think like that, the way actually positions are getting structured are primarily straddle positions, and traders actually are believing that there will be big swing if you're able to cross 10,000 somehow with the support of heavyweights. Then there will be sharp surge in terms of the index levels. Again, 10,300 cannot be ruled out. Once we are able to cross 10,000, that will be very fast. And if actually we go below the levels, then we should actually move towards the 9650 levels very quickly. There should be some good selling there. So the levels tell you that yes, the move actually could be very fast. The next actual question would be, what are the stocks which could be in action today? HUL, I think there was steady set of numbers, surprise on the volume growth. They were able to hold out flat volume growth, but still it was a positive surprise. The numbers actually were stable. Ultratech Cement, the volume actually was subpar. ACC volume actually were much better. So I would think actually, but both ACC and Ultratech, they actually are richly valued. So let's move to the next one then. The stocks which should be watched out today in terms of results are Canara Bank, Havels, and then again you have the Bajaj Finance, Finserv, the resilient ones. So those should be the very interesting. And again, Mindtree, KPIT from the IT pack, those again would be in the focus. And in terms of result reaction, Jubilant Life Science posted very weak set of numbers, so negative reaction should be expected. And then Crisil, stable set of numbers, but I would be concerned about the drop in margin in the research division. But still, nothing major to be excited about. Then let's move into where was the buying scene. Buying was seen in Balaji Tele, Celebrity Fashions. Balaji Tele has been actually making new highs, has been actually on a clear run since the app was launched. Now again, buying was also seen and a lot of other stocks, including from the pack of metals, copper prices, they have actually crossed 6,000 levels. Hindalco, Hindustan Copper, that should be in focus. And I would say the metal stocks generally should be the safe pocket in today's trade. Also, pharma also like very strong buying being seen in the mid cap pharma, and some pharma stocks have received US FDA approval like Sun Pharma, Aurobindo Pharma again looking very good. So again, keep an eye on that counter. Nifty Pharma Index itself has crossed 10,000 levels. So again, that's actually roughly 18 to 20% high from the lows hit a couple of weeks back. So that's actually looking quite good. And then apart from pharma and then again metals, private banks seem to be doing good. Till what time they can do, I think till the time results come perhaps, and then we're going to take again another view if there's some long unwinding. But yeah, so far we are seeing good action there. So those are the stocks actually which we were talking about. Just keep an eye on the stocks. The overall market trend is as we are talking. Just watch out for the levels. Bank Nifty is not showing any signs of weakness or nervousness. That's what we saw in the yesterday's trade. So perhaps if Nifty has to go to 9950 and above, Bank Nifty has to be the one which should provide support. Reliance Industries should continue to be in action. Yesterday we saw the fall because of the news of liability of around $3 billion as a whole for the consortium, roughly $1 billion for Reliance. But I would say that because at present the quantification of liability has not been fixed, I think it's very early days to get any sort of negative reaction. So perhaps there is full case for Reliance stock to recover, because tomorrow on Thursday the results are scheduled, Friday AGM is scheduled with expectations of a new launch is there. So just because of that, sentimentally the stock actually should remain in a good orbit, and I think should continue to trade above 1500, and perhaps even higher levels cannot be ruled out. Post that, I think then depends what is the conclusion of whether there is any launch or not, how the results, then that can be ascertained. But I think so far there's full case of the stock to do well over the next 2 days. But that just trade with those levels in mind and have a good profitability. See you.